Hello, Leo. Welcome to your monthly reading for September 2025. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and we're going to jump right in. If you are new to my channel, I'm going to do your astrological overview, then I'm going to do your spread, then I'm going to break it down week by week. We're going to pull more cards. We'll go through it. Listen, and if you saw my last live stream, you know, and I'll leave it at the end of this video, these forecasts are just going to be a little bit shorter than normal. I'm going to be talking a little bit faster than normal. So you can adjust that in the settings if I'm talking too fast. Now, September. And by the way, when we do the weekly forecast, remember, we're going to go a lot deeper in the aspects, all right? September is going to be a month. Remember, also the green asterisk, the best aspects of the month. So let's talk about September, okay? It is going to be a month. It's a little bonkers. It's eclipse season, okay? Eclipses are game changers. They're wild cards. They bring significant endings, beginnings to chapters of your life, storylines that you've been experiencing, and we'll go through. I'll tell you what you've been going through, but they are the eclipses are on the Virgo Pisces axis. So just in general, it really is all about health, okay, and wellness, physical health, mental health, spiritual health, immune system, gut health, all of that. All right. It's all about release. We want to, release. It's especially the first one, the lunar eclipse, and the rare grand trine, the prism portal that you've been experiencing all summer long. If you don't know what that is, I'll leave that video at the end of this video in the description box as well. The one where it's like what you can expect for the next 2 years in your life with this prism portal. It shifts a little bit, but what stays in place is out with the old and with the new. That's going to be a big theme this month, all right? It is something that is in a very unique way because there are eclipses, right? Some things you just don't know which way will go because, again, eclipses are wild cards, all right? Now, September isn't just major because of the eclipses. There is a lot of other stuff happening. First, all those rare aspects that happened in August spilling over into September, right? Those rare, just one that we haven't seen in 60 years. And September also has a lot of strong aspects that may be a little bit challenging that kind of cluster around the eclipses as well. So we'll talk about that. So just keep that in mind. The planets have also come out hard. They've come out to play. And all of them, I mean, Mercury, Venus, Mars, all the inner planets, they're changing signs. And they're going to be in some strong aspects, okay? Jupiter is making a few cameos. Will be aligning with the North Node, which is absolutely amazing. So I really love that for you. I'll talk about that in a second. And that's the first time it's been years, right? Now all the outer planets, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, all retrograde. Okay, you're going to be doing some reflection, and the luminaries, the sun and the moon, yeah, they're going to be on the nodes for these eclipses. They're going to be strong, and if you didn't notice, that was all of it. Those are all the planets, all the heavenly bodies in our solar system active AF. Yeah. And so right off the bat, you see Saturn going retrograde. Okay. This is going to be a big deal. All right. Saturn's going retrograde Monday, September 1st, up until February 2026. Remember, that is a Saturn Neptune conjunction in Aries at 0 degrees. First time. It's the Great Reset. Again, just watch that video that I did. And remember, you hopefully you took all the inspired action that I've been saying week after week, do it all summer long, because this is going to happen. And that was a big window of opportunity for you just to get a glimpse and, put yourself on that timeline where you want to be by February 2026. You do create your reality. So just keep that in mind because Saturn will move back into Aries in February. And as you know, Leo, I have told you this, the North Node is moving into your sign next year. Jupiter's moving into your sign. You've got a big year, 2026. All right. Now, Saturn, planet of authority, restrictions, commitments, responsibility, reality checks. Back into Pisces. What does that mean? Think about the past 2 years of your life when it comes to literally like deep stuff. Building relationships, deepening relationships, building wealth, shared assets, inheritance, investments, royalties, bonuses, commissions, shared bank accounts, taxes, loans, all of that on the table. Saturn was testing you in those areas. The 8th house is also death and rebirth, regeneration, transformation. So you were going through a really big, caterpillar to butterfly moment. And if you don't want to think to like all the way back the past 2 years in your life, just think about May 2025. Like there could have been something really big that happened around there with everything that I just said. That's when Saturn was at the same degree point. Okay. And Saturn he's the authority. Yeah. He's the TSA agent, but in this case, he's like Gordon Ramsay, Kitchen Nightmare, Master Chef, whatever it is, you made it to the final round. Yeah, the top three. And now Saturn, who is all about life lessons, is going to review. So this is a 5-month review of what you have learned past 2 years when it comes to building wealth and relationships, and again, your personal transformation. And that's the thing, is Saturn it's you've already learned the bulk of it, right? Lessons there the past 2 years. This is more like a check-in, but you still have to pass this test. All right, so keep that in mind, because Saturn is karma. He does reward you when you put in the work. And since he is karma, look at what's happening this week. You have the North Node, the karmic node of fate, your destiny, your mission statement, your life purpose. It's in Pisces. Obviously, we have a eclipse in Pisces, so this may be a little big for you, Leo. All right, so just keep that in mind. You want to really impress Saturn. All right, so I'm harping on the first week for a reason. Look at what's happening. So it's kind of like a rocky road, where we get there, but then we get to the eclipse. There are some endings. It's a lunar eclipse, but this week, the first week, please pay attention, because Saturn is going to make you go within. Ask yourself, what have I mastered in the past 2 years when it comes to, everything that I just said about your 8th house? Okay. Have you been real with yourself? Saturn is reality. Is this even part of the future that you want, where you're at right now? Yeah. So all of that, keep that in mind. Is this like the dream that you want? Right. So Pisces is dreams. And remember, Saturn is there. That Saturn's all about structure. So he's helping you make your dreams become reality. So this is a month where you're going to possibly have some changes, big decisions that you might make as well. But one thing that's not on the whiteboard, Jupiter trining the North Node. That's amazing. Okay, so that's happening September 3rd. You're going to feel it all week. Okay, but it happens on the 3rd at 18 degrees. So essentially, Jupiter is trining the eclipse. Yeah. So Jupiter, currently exalted in Cancer, all about luck, good fortune, abundance, wisdom, expansion, has an element of karma itself. So it's very spiritual when Jupiter trines the North Node. There always is some like big life lesson, seeing the big picture. Ultimately this week, there's something here you're meant to learn. Yeah. And where you shift your perspective about your mission statement and your destiny. All right. And there is going to be a lot of home, family energy for you as well. And remember, this is your 8th house. Okay. So you're definitely going to go through some major transformation, personal transformation, that butterfly part. And then, again, money and love could be a big thing for you right now. Finances, even business partners. It doesn't have to be like, when I say relationship, it can be business, career. And if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your sister, your husband, Gregory, whoever it is, all the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, will feel Jupiter trine the North Node the most. If you know your birth chart, if you have any planets between 16 to 20 degrees, you'll feel it the most. And Saturn retrograde, everyone's just going to feel that. Mostly the beautiful signs, but everyone's going to feel that. So, and when I said pay attention to the first week, the other reason why is I said in my last live stream when I made that post, I'm going to be taking a week off. I didn't have a summer. I didn't have a weekend. All right. In fact, I'm filming this on Friday, August 29th. I'm trying to get these up. Yesterday was a 17-hour day for me, 9 a.m. to 2 in the morning. So I'm just at Leo. So hopefully I can get these all done. But after that, after the past 2 months I've had, I'm taking a break. So we're going to skip the first week. When I come back, even the second week, because there's really not that much that happens except for one thing that I'm going to tell you. All right. So, and Ruby needs a break. Tuesday, September 2nd, Mercury moves into Virgo. This is happening until the 18th. So This is good. This is good. Mercury's exalted in Virgo, meaning Mercury does its best for you the same way Jupiter, is exalted in Cancer. So, in terms of communication, thinking, logic, it's just very grounded, practical, analytical, logical, all of that. Okay. Taking a step back, observing, doing the math instead of like jumping into things, and very more like Velma than Daphne, right? So, this is going to be great for you because Virgo rules your second house of money, but this is earned income. Second house is earned income. Okay. So salary, but also, finances and self worth, self value, all of that. All right. You're really learning things like what do you value? What brings you value? Things. Okay. Building confidence as well. September 3rd, Mercury in Virgo will square Uranus and Gemini. And I want you to know that this may be a big deal. All right. So, this is strong because Mercury rules both Virgo and Gemini. Mercury also just happens to be the lower octave of Uranus. So they're related, and it's a square, and it's a little bit of a squeeze. And Mercury, as we know, is the messenger. You're going to see that he's got that trickster side. Yeah. So just be mindful. There may be some surprises. That's Uranus, right? Brings those unexpected surprises, some upheaval as well. Be mindful in terms of communication, especially regarding money. Now, Uranus and Gemini, your 11th house, that's your friendships. That's groups you belong to, communities, things like that. There may be arguments over money. There may be unexpected messages, DMs. There could even be, if not money, remember something that may, be related to technology, the internet. Just, I would not lend money to someone this day. Okay, a friend, I would not do that. Just be very mindful. Okay, the second house really is all about your values. So remember, you can use these aspects. Don't let them use you, right? I always say that this is something that's all about innovation, being experimental, thinking outside the box, freeing your mind. It's Uranus who's trining Pluto in Aquarius. Don't forget that. That's a big thing. That's happening all month. All right. And that is your opposite side, meaning partnerships, relationships, contracts, all of that in the picture right now. All right. This week, mutable signs are going to feel this the most, especially Virgo and Gemini, throwing in Aquarius as well. And of course, Sagittarius and Pisces. Now, September 4th, Mars in Libra will square Jupiter in Cancer. Now, this is also, for you, because it's coming right after Mercury square Uranus, right? Which is really about communication, and there could be some words exchanged, and it could be you too. Like, it's like, right? I mean, this kind of is part of that story because Mars and Libra, that is your third house of communication as well. So just be mindful around this time. There just may be some miscommunication. There could be some really, strong, emotionally charged communication as well. Okay. So practice patience, compromise, easy peasy. That's all you got to do. Okay. Because this can also be really good in terms of you using this in a great way where you're making big moves and, you're doing it in a way where you're not being aggressive. Mars is really aggressive right now, but it can be like burnout energy if you are exerting your energy into something that just keeps going and going. You're just like, you're adding to the fuel when it's just like, let's just no, right? Something that's not worth your time. Okay. And remember, you are on a karmic journey during a very karmic month. Everything you do has ripple effects. Everything is made of energy. You create your reality. All right. So just be mindful of that. You always want to be the best person in a situation, the best version of yourself. And Mars, like I said, can be a little bit aggressive. Now, the other thing is that Friday, September 5th, Uranus will go retrograde in Gemini until November 7th. And then pay attention, November 7th to the end of the year up until April, actually, to be honest. Uranus will go back into Taurus. So a lot of big things that you can expect for career when we get to November, like big. Okay. Remember, Uranus is breakthroughs. But for now, Uranus is going to be retrograde in Gemini. So what does that even mean? Uranus is, bolt of lightning, the sky god, the great awakener, by the way. Progress, innovation, breakthroughs, like I said, the future, but also the unexpected. It surprises when he moves, even like this, he moves and you feel it. So there may be something here in terms of your future hopes, wishes, long-term goals, and dreams. That is what Gemini rules for you, your 11th house. Also, like I said, your social network, groups you belong to, benefactors, allies, your support system. There's just something here where you may reflect on, like, is Jeremy and Marcy, are they really my friends? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to go within. You're going to go within. Okay. So just keep that in mind. But a lot of this is also just you going within, expanding your consciousness and thinking about a lot of things that happen with friendships and your connections, as well as your future hopes and long-term goals and commitments. That since July 7th, okay, when Uranus actually did go into Gemini, so it's going over those degrees again. All right. So now, September 7th, we do have a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. That is at 15 degrees. I did a video on what not to do during eclipses, what you can expect. I will leave that in the description box as well. With eclipses, again, things can happen unexpectedly. All right. Things can be eclipsed from your life as well, but it's to clear the path on your journey. Okay. It's to help you. And sometimes in the moment, because it's unexpected, it's like, I've told the story, like there's that one time that I was, dumped right on the spot on the day of the eclipse. I was like, what? But then I saw why. And I was like, oh, okay, great. Thank you, universe. So that's eclipses for you. And it's right, remember, on the note of fate, everything's cyclical, by the way. Now, everything, including eclipses. There are 19-year cycles. So if you want to think about what may come up around this time, think about September 2006 to September 2008, when it has to do with everything that I said earlier, your 8th house. Personal transformation, wealth building, shared resources, assets, okay? Partnership building as well. So you can also think about the new moon solar eclipse in Pisces that happened last September 17th. But eclipses are strong. They're 100 times the power of a new moon and full moon. So just think about the entire month of September 2024. All right? Because you're closing out a chapter here. And everyone's going to feel it differently. Like some of, Leos may feel it on the day. You may feel it, even a week before, a week after. That's how strong eclipses are. You all have different birth charts, right? They're like fingerprints. And nobody has the same fingerprint. So everyone's going to feel it differently. And the other thing is, this is a lunar eclipse. It's a big full moon. It's emotional. It's powerful. It's you're meant to release. Okay. It can be very cathartic for you. And it's in Pisces. Pisces is very, spiritual and feminine and sensitive. So yes, can be an emotional moment. Don't force anything with eclipses. Go with the flow with the go. Remember, water flows. Yeah. It's water sign. Okay. So keep that in mind. May have like a big awakening around this time as well. And the bigger picture here is like, yes, lunar eclipse, time to release, end of a chapter. But you got to remember, South Node is still in Virgo. It's all about purging and detoxing. Like, what really, really has to go? Because Leo, these eclipses, remember, we do have a new moon solar eclipse on the back one. We're going to get to it. And Virgo and Pisces rules your 2nd and 8th houses. So these eclipses are they're in your money houses, the only 2 money houses in the zodiac wheel. Just letting you know. So there may be some changes with money and finances. You may be getting a new job. You may be getting investments, investors. You never know. That's the thing with eclipses. You just never know. As long as you've been putting in the work with Saturn, yeah, you're good to go. Now, who's going to feel this eclipse the most? It will be mutable signs: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. I'm throwing in Cancer and Scorpio, completing the, water signs. If you have any planets 16 to 20 degrees in any of those signs in your birth chart, you're going to feel it. Now, Friday, September 12th, yeah, the Sun and Mercury, sextile Jupiter. Wow. Big. This is the best, luckiest day of the month, aspect of the month. You've got the Sun sextile Jupiter. That happens twice a year. Same thing with Mercury. And these aspects just happen to happen on the same day. And sextiles, as you know, are windows of opportunity. But you have to take that action for it, right? But there's just something here where the Sun and Jupiter, very optimistic, all about growth and opportunities. You've got Mercury sextile Jupiter as well. And so that's Mercury. So that's like good news. That's, you even announcing great news, or this is a great day for, having a job interview. There's so many things that are really wonderful here, and there's likely something here really great with money. Remember, Mercury is in Virgo in your second house of money. Now, so keep that in mind. Jupiter and Cancer in your 12th. So that's really great. That's very spiritual. That's a lot of like things happening behind the scenes for you. This is a great time to sign a contract, lucky negotiations, things like that. Yeah. So be social, go network. Everything's going to be great. One thing that's not on the whiteboard, it is the Sun and Mercury together. We have a Mercury cazimi at the same time. When Mercury is in the heart of the Sun at 20 degrees in Virgo, this is kind of bonkers, okay? Because Mercury cazimi, that's just like this refresh of the mind. And this is when you have that huge moment of clarity. And there's so much happening in terms of communication that's a lot more clear. You have a little bit more confidence here, and yes. So that's interesting because it is on the South Node in Virgo. So there still is an element of out with the old, in with the new here. You see that, right? South Node in Virgo, it's like it's the past. You want to release things into past. You want to continue to leave things, in the past. All right? So you're making room for the new. Just keep that in mind. Now, here's the other things. Let me see. Oh yeah, who's going to fill out the most mutable signs? Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, and especially Gemini. If y'all have Gemini in your chart, just because the moon will be in Gemini, therefore the moon will conjunct Uranus. I mean, that is just at 1 degree, so it's going to be forming this mini grand trine with Pluto in Aquarius, sextiling Neptune in Aries. That's amazing. So there may be something here. And this is why I'm telling you to network, because remember, Gemini rules your 11th house of your support system and benefactors, your social network. So this opportunity could be coming through whoever you're meeting, whoever you're talking with. Be present, go out there, connect with others. The 11th house, your future hopes, wishes, long-term goals, and dreams. All right. So remember, this is going to be a month. That's a great, mid-month, right? That aspect, that weekend's a great weekend. Now, here's the other half. Like I said, we're just going to go deeper in the weekly forecast. I just want to show you September 15th. That's really great. We have Venus, sextile Mars. I love that. This is super like social. Remember, Venus is still in your sign, Leo, right? The first half of the month. I don't want you to forget that, okay? And we'll be moving into Virgo, but before we even get there, you got Venus, sextile Mars in Libra in your third house of communication. So again, you're just going to be social. You're going to be networking. You're going to be thinking a lot. You're going to be brainstorming. Mercury in Virgo is so great. All right. So we'll talk about this a lot more. And the sextile, it's like opportunities. On September 17th, things get a little bit messy, kind of, with these oppositions. We'll talk about your weekly forecast. Mercury does move into Libra. Mars is still in Libra at this point. And so there is a shift. There may be, for you, there still could be some things like legal matters, contracts, a lot of energy around partnerships, relationships, but also just a lot of family energy still. You could be traveling. There's so much happening, okay? Because you do see on Thursday, September 18th, that's when you have Mercury in Libra, trining Uranus in Gemini, and Pluto in Aquarius. So amazing grand air trine. You blend really well with, all this air energy. So there's something really fortunate here that's really nice. And again, it can be something with, communication, partnerships. Again, just a big thing for you right now. And contracts, okay? Marriage as well. Even second marriage too, by the way. Now, Friday, September 19th, that's when Venus does move into Virgo. So you will love this. You're going to have a lot of focus, hyper focus on money and making money and your salary. And remember, Mercury's here too. Well, Mercury left, actually, Virgo. Mercury's in Libra. But Libra is still contracts, okay? So either way, Venus in Virgo, yeah, it's a little nitpicky and whatnot. We'll talk about more in the weekly forecast, but it is still that focus on finances as well as self-worth and self-value. Yeah. A lot of workplace stuff too. Things in the workplace for you, and health, still a big theme all month. Now, Monday the 22nd, that's when we have the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo, 5:30 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, 29 degrees, critical degree, energetic degree. This is big. We've talked about this one. Yeah, there's this culmination. It's graduation. All right. South Node in Virgo. So it's almost like this double dose of something really has to go now when it comes to the way that we perceive ourselves, remember, self-worth, self-value, like, am I getting paid enough? Am I worth this? Like, do these people value, my creative, activity? Or, you know what I mean? Like, all of these things are going to come up for you. It's your second house. But again, finances is maybe a big thing here. So something's got to go, especially old patterns, the old ways of thinking. Yeah, out with the old, in with the new, for this new moon. It's like a rocket ship that's going to bring all this new stuff into your life. All right. Remember, 100 times the power of a normal new moon, and it's really, what is it? A football pass from the new moon in Virgo from August 22nd. Yeah, that was at 0 degrees. Another, back-to-back new moons in Virgo in your second house of money. So, just again, it's all about just prepare yourself for this new era, this new you, letting these new things come into your life, and focusing on well-being as well. That's still a big thing. All right. So, and that starts with self-love, self-care, self-value. Yeah, all of that. Taking care of yourself, asking yourself, am I sitting too much? Right? Am I on my phone too much? Am I scrolling all the time? Do I feel nurtured? Virgo is service to others. Am I contributing? Like, all of that. All right. So the other thing is that oh god, the big thing here is that this new moon solar eclipse in Virgo will be opposite Saturn. So that's right, Gordon Ramsay, Saturn. Yeah, he's gonna be lingering, and so there may be a little bit of a squeeze here. Remember, he tests you. Saturn will test you around this time. We'll talk about it in your weekly forecast, but remember, you pass this test, you're going to be fine. You've been working with Saturn, you're going to be fine. Monday, September 22nd, we do move into Libra season, so you're going to feel this like equilibrium, huge shift, and that's your third house, so a lot of communication again, just a lot of communication. You might get to the point where you're talking on Zoom calls all day, and I'll be doing these videos, so you start losing your voice too. It is going to be like you're going to be very social, but it can also be just like communicating like emails and things like that as well. But launching things, third house is local community as well. It's PR, advertising, marketing. If you've launched something, I mean, there's a lot. But the bigger thing here is that not on the whiteboard, and it's the equinox too. That's a whole other thing. We'll talk about it. Between the equinox and the eclipse, Mars will move into Scorpio. And so that's a big deal. All right. It's a wild weekend. Mars in Scorpio is a little intense. It has an intensity. It's very emotional, but it's like it's Mars. And so there's that drive, that passion, that ambition, libido. That's Mars. He's in his home sign, Mars will Scorpio. It's been 2 years. Yeah, remember he was held back for about 6 to 8 months in Cancer, in your sign, all those retrogrades. He's home. And he's gonna have a party. So just keep that in mind, because you can ride this train, this Mars train, very ambitious, going after the things that you want, especially in home and family. Okay? Real estate, maybe you're buying stuff, maybe you're selling real estate, but home and family, your foundations, that's what Scorpio rules for you. Okay? But Mars and Scorpio can, like I said, be combative and aggressive, like maybe not seeing eye to eye with parents or children and things like that, if not handled right? So it can be very Arya Stark if we, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, the reason I'm telling you that is because you do see Mars square Pluto. Yep. And so as soon as Mars moves into Scorpio, that square begins. All right. So those are not only the two most powerful planets, those are Scorpio's two rulers. And Scorpio has an intent. Remember, Scorpio is a scorpion with stinger. So just keep that in mind. All right. But you're a lion. You're fine. You got the roar. You got the fangs, or you know what I mean. Mars for Pluto is definitely like not. It's like power struggles. And again, you have it in your fourth house. So let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Leo, for September 2025. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, Leo. Leo, y'all crack me up. Where y'all even stop? Stop it. All right. I do a traditional culture cross spread. Offers the best overview, especially for a monthly reading. And if we need to put clarifiers, that we will. Okay. And secondly, I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. I hope this. I'm still using this new system, and looks good. Looks good. Everything looks good. All right. Leo, yeah, come on. Oh, look at you. Look at you. I can't even. You're gonna. Oh, where's the thing? You. Okay, I'll give you the. I'll give you this. I'll give you the tuning fork. You're good. What? You're good. Wow. There's got to be some things though we're gonna have to talk about. You did get that 10 of swords. Great. That's fine. Out with the old, in with the new. 10 is the end. We're moving into the new, right? Sun coming out of the horizon. Okay, so there's optimism. There's like, oh, looking forward to the, moving past this. Those are clouds are clearing. This is the card of new dawn. So again, you've got to learn your lessons, right? You have to learn your lessons from Saturn, whatever it is, right? It could be in a way where it's like, oh my goodness, things feel really heavy, and I can't believe this, But we're gonna pick ourselves up. We're gonna walk down the beach. We're gonna have a little bit of a swim. We're gonna clear our head. It's the swords, yeah. Make room for the new, and learn from anything. Okay, because what did I say? We go back to one, right? It's the end. So you have to have a beginning at the end, and everything is cyclical. And so that's what karma is. You don't learn your lessons, you just get stuck in that karmic cycle. So whatever was hard for you, let's learn from it. That's what Saturn wants. But this card is a Gemini card as well. All right. So remember, Gemini rules your 11th house. So something about you could have worked really hard, or there could have been something that came up with your future hopes and plans and goals, or something with a friendship, or keep connecting with people. All right. So we've learned our lesson. When we learn our lesson, wow, look at what happens. You have the Ace of Cups and the heart of your spread. Remember, this is a monthly forecast. So amazing. This is the heart of tarot that's in the heart of your spread. This is a tears of joy. Like, look, it's not even cup half full. It's cup overflowing. Ace, the beginning, right? There's something here, a new opportunity. It's like tears of joy, as in, think about the last time something brought you so much joy, brought you to tears, like getting married, or having a baby, or getting your dream job. You got that accordion on eBay, you outbid everybody, whatever it is. Another big moment like that is happening this month. That's amazing. Okay, really love it. It looks like there may be something with partnerships. Like I said, that could be a big thing, but every Leo's different. That looks really great. And it's really like transcendent. It's really nirvanic. It's really beautiful. Now, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, in your challenge area. So remember that one of the bigger things for you would be home and family. That's a theme that's going to be running through, like, you're going to just feel that. You're going to feel that throughout the month, but especially when Mars moves into Scorpio. So this is just saying, like, let's keep an eye on that, especially with finances. I told you the eclipses are in your two money houses. You have the Four of Pentacles in your challenge area. So it's really just keeping an eye on moving forward and building that foundation and that stability. Now, the other thing is, there may be someone that someone in your life. It does feel like family, or lover, things like that. Okay, y'all may not see eye to eye. There may be something here where when it comes to finances and money, remember, it's all about compromise. Yeah, but also trusting your intuition in terms of what's the best thing for me. or for us, or whatever your intuition is telling you, okay? But whatever it is, do not get stuck in that energy. Keep moving forward. Like he's unbudgeable. You can't move. He's like, so be flexible now, and you'll be fine. You got the Seven of Swords in your crown. All right. So there may be something here where two things. It's almost like you feel like that you were cheated out of something, or maybe this is a lying, cheating, stealing card, by the way. It's in your crown. So it just, with that Ten of Swords, Four of Swords in the reverse spread too, it feels like there may be something here where it feels like that's something that we might want to really look at. Yeah. Maybe someone deceived you. Maybe there was something that, hurt your ego. There's something, I mean, it's swords, right? So in your crowd. So keep that in mind. There may be something here with partnerships, relationships, contract. It can be in the month of September as well. The other thing is, it might be you. Remember, there's a sense of like, let's be honest with ourselves. Have we been honest with ourselves? That's what Saturn is coming to check in on, about your personal growth and transformation. So it's really being honest with yourself about a lot of things that are going to be happening in September. And if things do, come up, and just ignoring it, like, no, Saturn's like, work that out. Four Swords really great in the root of your spread. I love that. That's just like peace of mind, harmony. There's a lot of comfort. It's soulful. I love it. It's you taking that break, even like just taking a step back, even like spiritually, to like reconnect. So I really love that. And then you have the Knight of Wands in your future. So you're ready to go, especially coming after that Ace of Cups. There's something here. It's like that inspired you. Look at him. He is on a mission. He's ready to go. He's going after his passions. He taking things to the next level. That's amazing. I love this. So there is an element of like love, relationships, partnerships, even like a career too. It could be like a dream job. There could be something here. Are you starting something as well? Ones are related to profession, enterprise, career anyway. So, and your passions, I mean, it's the spirit of fire. So really great. Let's get to your stuff. Leos. Oh, y'all, come on. Y'all are amazing. I'm very excited for you. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on, and yeah, let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, there's gonna be, you got a month. It's eclipse season, right? It's eclipse season. You got the Six of Pentacles. I really love that. It just shows that you're moving in this place of, yeah, you are building this spiritual wealth and spiritual knowledge, and that's what I said earlier about like service to others. That just feels really great. It's like you're really working with your karma here. And again, like you're getting rewarded as long as you work with your karma. But that Six of Pentacles, very interesting, okay? Because this guy here, his hand gesture is the same as the Hierophant, right? Spiritual leader, spiritual warrior. And that's the young Hierophant right there. Okay, so you see him be very generous and supporting others, and so keep that in mind. There is an element of everything that you're going to experience this month. Use it to fuel you to become this, person where you're imparting wisdom, that people trust you and they know that you're there. You got that, the divine awareness, all of that. Yeah. You do have the Five of Cups too. So the Five of Cups in your external factors area, yeah, there is something here where it does feel like we got to let something go. And remember, eclipse season, there can be something that happens during the month. It could be a breakup. It could be, you know what I mean? Like things like, it's a Five of Cups. And this is all about, it really is like emotional healing. Yeah. And there is a lot of emotional aspects this month. So just bear that in mind. There may be something that's may even inspire you to go out there and find that Ace of Cups, that holy grail. With that Five of Cups, but you even see the two full cups behind him. So all you got to do is just let go of the past. The past is the past. You can have your time. We're human beings, right? You can have your time, you can have your moment. Just again, don't get stuck in that energy. Just continue to move forward. And that's the other thing. It may be someone else where you're the one like, okay, I saw what you did. I got this new thing going on. And someone else that's, been part of a journey for some time could be a little like, oh, what? And remember, it can be love, it could be career, it could even be like your relationship with your landlord, whatever it is. You got a lot of home stuff. Now you got the Chariot as well. Okay, are y'all getting cars? Some of y'all getting cars. You got you. Let me see. Yeah, or yeah, some of y'all getting new cars too. Yeah. All right, great. Now you got the Chariot, which is amazing. That's all you want. That's all you want. Then I see why you got that. So a Chariot is all about willpower. It's all about mind over matter. It's saying, you know what, I am going to move forward no matter what. Like literally, like you could see that. Look at his Chariot. It's cement. He's not turning around. He's on a mission. He's going forward, not looking back, going toward his dreams. All right. Temperance and your final outcome. Love it. I love it. You're good. You're good. You got an archangel in your final outcome saying, hey, Leo, you're good. I got you. Everyone's on a path. You're going to get there. Don't stress. Don't worry. Those are the things that slow you down. Okay. You got to trust in yourself. You got to trust in the universe. Past Saturn's test. You're going to be fine. Don't let anything slow you down. You're going to be great. And this is all about like having that, speaking of equilibrium, like equilibrium of the mind, body, spirit, all of that, trusting your intuition. You see the golden disc on his forehead, right on the pineal gland. Yeah. So you're good. Let's break it down week by week. The first week, Leo, is the week where it's a little rocky. There's a couple aspects. You do have that lunar eclipse in Pisces. I feel like there's just maybe some change. Let's see what's going on for you. First week of September, and Saturn going retrograde, and sticky all those. Oh, wonderful. You got the Six of Cups. That's sweet. Remember, home and family is like a really big thing for you, so it might be on your mind moving into it, but there is a sweetness. There's everything harmonizing for you, and you being in a place where you're in touch with your inner child, where you are, open and receptive and have all this kindness flowing through you and this gratitude. So I really love that with that where did you get it? The Six of Pentacles as well. Really nice. Six of Cups. That is the biggest house in tarot, by the way. So it does indicate this comfort, this security, like, oh, I know that there may be some things coming up. It may be some things that I need to do. I need to end this. I'm looking for this job, or I'm starting my own business, or, this relationship. I just feel like, maybe there needs to be changes, whatever it is. It's just like there's this long hair, no care. I'm going with the flow, flowing with the go, like Jibby said. And there is some nostalgia there. There could be people from the past coming around. Remember, the South Node is active, but also it's a lunar eclipse. So just keep that in mind, okay? Anyway, that's great. Second week. So yeah, really tap into that energy too. The second week, really, again, not too many planetary aspects, but the Sun and Mercury sextile Jupiter that weekend. Let's see what's going on for you for the second week of September. I don't make this up. You know it. You got the Magician. I mean, you're starting a new journey. I mean, especially, I think that was a pivotal lunar eclipse for you where there needed to be some change. Now you have that opportunity and you know it. And this is you just like saying, as above, so below. You create reality. That's the Magician. He has all the tools. Yeah. To start his journey. All right. To get whatever he wants. And so you're going to be fine. Magician actually is attributed to Mercury. No? And so remember, Mercury sextile Jupiter. That's going to be a big thing for you. Especially like this confidence boost. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Third week. Well, let me look. Third week is You got Venus, sextile Mars. Remember, Venus is still in your sign at this point. So up until the 15th, use that. You got Venus in your sign. All right. And then I think that the other thing, Venus moving into Virgo might be a big thing for you. Like I said, that could be like a lot more focus on money as well. And even Venus is being very so analytical. Just think of like an office clerk or a bookkeeper, just so organized, so detail oriented, like all of that when it comes to your finances. Let's see what's going on for you for the third week of September. Yeah, you're going to be on top of it. You got the King of Swords. That's a huge leader there. Like not messing around. Like nope. This he's got an intensity to him too. He's also a little bit intimidating because he's got so much power. And so remember, this is of the mind sort. So it's like you being a decision maker. Also having brilliant ideas, people coming to you. That's you, head above the clouds. Really amazing. Facing all your truths, okay? All your truth, and always being ready to strike when you need to. That's that clever, strategic energy. I love it. I love it. That's Venus and Virgo for you. Let's see what's going on for you for the last week. Last week, obviously, the big thing is the new moon, solar eclipse in Virgo, and Mars square Pluto, and Mars in Scorpio. But let's see what's going on. All right, Leo. Last week of September. Wow. So the week of the new moon, solar eclipse in Virgo, you got the Hermit attributed to Virgo. So everything that I said earlier, Virgo does rule your second house, like I said. So that is like all about your values, your value system, money, finances, even food, by the way. And please pay attention to that. I think I talked about this last week because there's such a big focus on health with, Pisces, Virgo. And Virgo does rule like the digestive system too. But anyway, this is all about that, more of that introspection as well. Really going within, processing things, trusting your gut. It's the Hermit doing some soul searching on this new journey that you're moving on. That's going to be very nice for you. Okay. And so I really love that. And you're going to be, you're good. You're absolutely good. Remember, I talked about that inner wisdom. I mean, I love this. And there is this element of like a lot of the things that are happening this month. It feels like there is this, it's almost like you already have this future mapped out, or you have an idea of the future that you want, and you're just kind of building toward it. So Leo, y'all are amazing. Oh, and yeah, second spread, we'll go deeper here. Okay. We'll pull some cards. We'll look at love and career, all that. Tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. Yeah, we do another, and that's the other thing. It's like I look for cards that are the same cards that come out from this spread, because when you get the same cards, that's the universe really telling you something from a different deck. Yeah. All right, Leo. Okay, so you know about next week, and I will see you. Happy September. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time. All right, thank you. Bye bye.